Hello YouTube, this is Dazza the Cameraman, and this is yet another episode in the ongoing saga of the Angry Catfish Eric. Now poor angry Eric is all upset, accusing me of leaving out some important images he feels at the end of his video, which he claims proves that Tycho Crater is seen at the top of the moon as seen from the Northern Hemisphere, which he says of course shouldn't be seen, and I totally agree with him. You should not see Tycho Crater at the top of the moon. Now it seems that I'm going to have to sit down and make another longer video addressing the different points in the videos that he shows, but I just wanted to try and put together this quick response with this example in his video. So this is the one, in his own words, Dazza has been wrong 7 years and our moon is confounded, etc. It's about 6 minutes long, and the first half of it was Eric looking at my videos when I challenged him to prove that Tycho Crater was at the top. For some reason he went to my videos and went on a rant, and unfortunately I didn't persevere through his ramblings further on to the video, and to be fair, maybe I should have, but at the end of the day it really makes no difference, because as I said, he's still not showing Tycho at the top of the moon, which he claims that he is. So he goes over to his friend Homebrewed and shows a video that Homebrewed made, and in turn Homebrewed had made a video using a video that Ron Hagberg had made. So here we have a video inside a video inside a video, which will now be inside a video as I'm screen sharing it, which makes it a little bit harder to see. But we can of course go to Homebrewed's video, or I could go to Ron Hagberg's video and pull it up full screen. But before I sit down and do all of that in a longer video, let's just take a quick look, and here is a moon map. Let's blow it up here so we can get our bearings. We can see some features here which we will see on the moon that Eric shows in his video. We've got the Sea of Crisis, Sea of Fungidity, Sea of Nectar, we've got the Sea of Tranquility, which of course was where Apollo landed, and down here at the bottom in this view we've got Tycho Crater. Okay, now let's just zoom that back out and resize the window. No, I probably won't have to. Now if we look at the features here, you can see these darker areas here, 1, 2, 3, and then these larger two areas. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and then these two darker areas. So obviously this needs to be rotated so that it's matching. So I've just turned that 90 degrees. We've got these three smaller dark areas, or C's, down the bottom to match what we see in Ron Hagberg's video. Okay, now where is Tycho in Ron Hagberg's video? It's actually around about here. Okay, it's actually in the shadow, so we can't actually see Tycho, and I've actually come to the conclusion through what Eric has been saying is that he doesn't even actually know where Tycho Crater is on the moon. I think he thinks he knows where it is, and I think he's possibly been misidentifying some other feature on the moon as Tycho Crater. That's the only conclusion I can come to, because when we actually look at a proper map of the moon and compare it to what we're seeing in any of the videos, the ones where we can actually make out the features, unlike some of the other ones that he's presented which are just a blurry mess, then we can see that Tycho is not where he claims it is, because he's saying that Tycho is up at the top of the moon or near the top of the moon. And clearly, if we compare the map here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and we've got the larger Sea of Tranquility and the Sea of Serenity there, we can see that Tycho is over about here at the 9 o'clock position. Now 9 o'clock position, doesn't that sound a little bit familiar, Eric? Didn't I say to you that you would see Tycho rotating from approximately a 5 o'clock position to approximately a 9 o'clock position as seen from Colorado? I'm pretty sure that's what I said, but if I have to, I'll make another longer video going into more detail about your total failings of your claims saying that Tycho Crater was at the top of the moon as seen from the Northern Hemisphere. And yet again, you have still to show me any of your own proof of ever seeing Tycho Crater at the top of the moon, because so far you have shown me nothing of the sort. So do try harder. And Eric, I suggest it might be easier for you and I both if we just have a live stream together. We can sit down together, look at what we're seeing on screen, and to discuss it respectfully, like a couple of adults. You know, we don't have to be rude and scream at each other and talk over each other and call each other names. We can have a respectful discussion and say, well, look, what are we seeing on screen? How does this work? I'll be quite happy to respond to any of your objections or questions or whatever, as long as it's done respectfully. I'm capable of that, Eric. Are you?